You mentioned 24 avatars of Shiva. Most people are unaware of these. So, if you could just quickly, briefly take us through the 24 avatars of Shiva, which I don't think many people are aware of.
Just as if you go down south to Tamil Nadu, you will find Shiva with 24 heads being worshipped. These are
Wow.
the 24 avatars, and we actually them in the north. Also, Shiva is worshipped if you go to Pashupatinath, or if you go to many temples, even in Chitrakoot, you will find the Panchamukhi worship of
Panchamukhಿ,
Shiva.
yes, yes.
Right? Each of these mukhas have a different level. Like you have Tatpurusha, you have
Ishanya.
Satyavajata, you have Pura, Isha,
Yes.
and Vamadeva.
Sadashiva.
Yeah, so that each of them have their own avatars, and many times he takes an avatara just like Vishnu does to destroy asuras. Like he destroys the Tripuras, the
Yes,
Tripura
Tripura
asuras.
Samharan. Yeah.
Destroys all, with Mali and all these people. He destroys them and he becomes the Tripurantaka. So
Oh.
each of them is a Purana in itself,
Oh.
right? And there are many parallels we can draw with Vishnu's own 24 avatars. And in my own tradition, there is no difference. Shivascha, Vishnuscha Hridayam Shivaha, Shivascha Hridayam Vishnuhu,
Vishnu.
Yatha Vishnumaya Shivaha. And wherever Shiva is, there is Vishnu, and wherever Vishnu is, there is Shiva. For us, there is no difference at all. Because see, if you, okay, I'll go a little deep in the Vedic paramparas, traditions. There are only 5 gods, or 5 manifestations of the same Paratattva.
Hmm.
Okay, and who are these 5? Well, Shiva, Shakti, and you will be surprised that all Shaktis are just one Shakti. Whether you would like to see her as Saraswati or Sharada or
Lakshmi.
Kali, or Lakshmi or Durga or any one of them. It's just one Shakti. Then there is Vishnu, right? And then there is Surya, okay? And then there is Ishaputra, Surya as in
Surya,
Surya
Surya,
Narayan.
Surya. Huh?
And then there is Ishaputra. Ishaputra could be Ganesha or it could be Skanda. So these
Acha.
are the only 5 who are mentioned in the Vedas, right?
Hmm.
We don't even find the Chaturmukha Brahma as a deity to be worshipped in.
Correct.
So what Adi Shankara did, Adi Shankara,
Of
the
course.
one who is said to have united India and
Of
rid India
course.
of the.
Who does it?
So he united these 5 puja vidanas called
Hmm.
Panchetikarna. So he brought all the 5 together. And he showed the world it is one Paratattva which is worshipped as multiple deities or multiple names and multiple forms. Because each one of us are different. You might
Correct.
get attracted to one type of deity. I might be attracted. Like my Ishtadeva is Rama.
Hmm.
Your Ishtadeva could be somebody else. But you should have the freedom to. Your name is Pujita. Now, what does that mean? Many people, maybe even in your own audience, might not know what puja or pujita means. Puja means Purnata Jayante iti puja, that which takes you towards your completion,
Hmm.
your own completion. And your own completion is your own journey. My own completion is my own journey. How can it be same? Then we would all be in the army, isn't it? Why then we wouldn't have a civil
True.
society. Right? We are not marching, 1, 2, 1, 2 or something. You have your life, I have mine. Every one of us are free to express ourselves and complete ourselves in our own way.
True.
Okay. So there is one Paratattva, and you can see the Paratattva Shiva, you can see the Paratattvas Vishnu or Shakti or Surya or one of the Isha Putras as
Yeah.
Ganesha or Skanda.
Skanda.
All these puja vidanas exist. Right? So all these get united, and various traditions in their own right. When we call everything is Shiva, that means everything is one consciousness. And we would like to give a name called Shiva to it.
Hmm.
It doesn't have a name. We are calling it Shiva so that you and I can agree that, oh, okay, okay, I understand what you're saying. How else will you understand if there is no language? So that is how we proceed. I am very confident that when I give you this example, you will also see that, in the Sushumna Nadi, let me bring in Ramayana and then you'll see how they
Yes.
all get, right?
Yes.
Uh, at the Sahasrara Chakra, which is located at the Kailash Mansarovar, okay, there is a Manasa Shakti Pitha, which is considered to be inside the lake of Manasa. Okay,
Acha. Inside the
there's
lake.
no, there's no exact temple there.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the highest Shakti Pitha of Bharata. And there you will see that Shiva and Shakti are existing together. Now, if Shiva or the universal consciousness has to be born in Bharata, he has to descend from there down there.
Yes.
Because it is a dissension of Chitti. Right? Because from the subtlest
Yes.
consciousness to the grossest consciousness
Grossest.
which is existing as Prithvi or Pashana, stone. That is why we worship stone also. Because that stone is also Shiva. There is nothing except Shiva. Or the Paratattva. If you are a Vaishnava, we'll call it Vishnu. There is
Vishnu.
nothing except Vishnu. There is no problem. Right? Nobody is going to come and kill you if you say, I want to see Paratattva. I want to call Paratattva
Only
as Murugan. Oh,
no
please go ahead, do it.
problem.
I want to call the Paratattva as Krishna. Go ahead, do it. Okay, so there is nobody stopping you from naming the Paratattva as long as you understand that it is a Tattva and it is not limited by a name.
Beautiful.
Isn't it? So the name is a limitation we are creating so that we can have a
Conversation.
conversation, right? So from there, you have to come down to the Agnya Chakra, which exists in Nepalganj Bhageshwari Shaktipita. And if you draw a line, it's just a straight line. And I want to tell you that we have also found that the Sushumna Nadi lies between 78 degrees east and 83 degrees east.
Right.
Okay, and in this also falls the Allahabad meridian. India's meridian of prime meridian also falls under this.
False. Okay.
Because we have to look at. There was a question somebody asked me. Isn't Ujjain zero meridian? It is. Okay, but so if you look at the bigger Bharata or the cultural Bharata, which is also called Akhanda Bharata, then the central line is not from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. Then the central line is slightly towards the east from Sri Lanka to Kailash. Right? And if you just come down Kailash, the Agnya Chakra, the third eye, the bindi that all of us wear or the tilak that the men wear.
Here, yeah.
Yes. Is where Nepalganj Bhageshwari lies. Right? Now here, it is the highest consciousness. So everything is one. At the Agya Chakra, you start functioning as there is me and there is the other.
Oh, that's where the division happens,
Yes.
is it? Okay.
Otherwise, you're just one and you wouldn't be able to function. You must ask yourself, do I really exist within the skin? Then when you think and, you remember in school, the teacher used to say, don't let your mind wander and your mind would go off somewhere outside the windows. How did this happen? If you are inside the skin, how can your mind jump out of the window? But it does.
True.
All the time it does. So there's much more to you than just being in a body. Of course, it's a limitation, but there's much more to each one of us. So the Agnya Chakra becomes the master gland which controls all the pranic energy within and outside the body. Now, here, because we are going to reverse engineer the Kundalini because it is sleeping right now at the bottom, at the Muladhara Chakra, we need to bring it up. What happens in our Ramayana is that the whole yajna, the invocation of, the coming down of the avatara of Rama happens here. Right? So when we recreate the whole thing, we go from bottom to top. And
Stop.
from
Right.
just around the Agnya Chakra is a Granthi, a karmic knot called the Rudra Granthi, which is the most difficult knot for a sadhaka to, open up. And this knot basically is the knot where you find it very difficult to understand and live as the subtlest reality, as the Paratattva, as Shiva.
Mm.
I'm in the body. How can I be Shiva? So, as a
Mm.
sadhaka, this granthi is very difficult. Here, during the Bharatyana Yatra, we will be installing an Itaralinga at Ayodhya. And like you very aptly said, Ram Lala is gracing the earth again after 500 years. What does this mean? Do you think there will be no
Yes.
energetic change? That
This is my question, actually. I wanted also to ask you this. So I don't want to interrupt your flow, but yes, I would like you to address that also.
yes. So Rama is born. See, the body of Rama, the avatara of Rama will happen whenever it happens. It has already happened 13 times. It will happen God knows how many times. He is the best judge. But
So 13 times since when, Gurunatha
in
ji?
our
So
active
13 times?
in our active memory.
Okay.
Okay, so we might all dissolve and be born as some other kind of creatures in some other parallel universe. There might be a different Rama.
Hmm.
In this
So
universe where we have an active, yes,
these avatars are happening in parallel universes, is what you're saying, of Sri Rama. Like
no, no,
in
no,
this,
no, no, no,
no,
no, no. See, because we have a cyclical time, right? Kala Chakra.
right?
So these Mahayugas and Manvantaras keep repeating the
Okay, I
same.
get it. Understood.
Everything gets dissolved, okay, and the same creation comes out of it.
Yes,
Bhumi gets dissolved, and again another Earth comes. Sun gets dissolved, and another Sun comes.
another son. Hmm.
Yeah. This is the pralaya that we talk of. There is pralaya, there is mahapralaya, there is mahapralaya, and so forth. Right. So how much of it is dissolved is we'll have to go into it deeply to understand the creation story of Sanatana Dharma. Right. So we are in the 24th Manvantara right now.
Okay,
We
yes.
call this the Vaivasvata Manvantara.
Vice was, yeah. Whenever you do a puja or a sankalpa, you read that entire thing.
Right. So there are like that 24 Manvantaras have passed. This is the 23 have passed. This is the 24. Out of those 24 Manvantaras, I'm sorry, not 13, 17 times Rama has come on earth.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Oh,
this is why it is difficult to use archaeological data to prove or disprove that Rama existed. Which Rama are we talking about? For
correct.
example, we have been we've had a project called Rome Ramayan. How every
Hmm.
Rome, it also means the Rome of Jewish, roaming around. Every Roma of every part of Bharata has kept the Ramayana alive everywhere. For
Hmm.
example, where we live next to Bannerghatta National Park. Bannerghatta is
Hmm.
an Apabhansha or a broken form of Vanaragada. ये वानरों
Oh.
का गढ़ था, which has become Bannerghatta National Park. And there is
Hmm.
a Champakaranya Kshetra. Even today, when we do the Sankalpa here, we say Champakaranya Kshetre, Rama Avatare,
Wow.
in Vartamane, and so forth.
Wow.
So, and we have a very ancient temple at Banerghatta, which is called Sampangi Ramaya in Kannada or Champaka Ramaswamy temple,
Oh.
where he has Sita Mata and Bhudevi both together with him. Okay,
Wow.
so we have kept these memory alive of
Hmm.
Rama, of Ramayana, every place. We have found 800 and around 880 places in India and Sri Lanka and Nepal, which have some story associated with Ramayana. And many times
Hmm.
these stories, the same event has happened in multiple places. Like we have
Hmm.
7 places where Marich is killed. 7 different
Mm.
places. We have 2 different places which claim to be the Panchavati from where Sita was
Correct.
abducted, right?
Abducted.
So one is in Telangana, Bhadrachalam, one is Nashik, which is in Maharashtra.
Nasik. Yeah.
And where Rama crosses the sea, there are 2 of them. One is Rameshwaram down south and going to Lanka.
Mm.
The other one is Valkeshwar, Mumbai, South Mumbai, one of the most expensive real estate.
Wow.
So that is
So I didn't know this. This is a revelation, Gurunatha. This is something that I think a lot of people don't know.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net.